Hey, what's up guys, Benny here, and in this video, I'm going to be ranking every assault rifle in Modern Warfare 3 from worst to best. I'll also be giving you the best class setup so that when you go to level them up, you're going to be able to have the best overall experience. But let's hop into 6th place with the FR556, which you might recognize as the FAMAS, and I honestly had such a throwback when using this, especially when playing on Skid Row, where in MW2, it actually used to be one of the most meta guns, and it does completely slay. Yes, it is in 6th position and technically the worst assault rifle out of the bunch, but that's a testament to the weapons in Modern Warfare 3. They're all viable. You're going to have a great time using it, but for me, it does sit in 6th place. There are better options, but the build that you're going to want to rock with this is the Shadow Strike Suppressor because that's going to keep you off radar. You've then got the 600mm FR Longbore barrel. The stats for this, 920 meters a second on the bullet velocity, which means that when you're firing at an opponent, especially with a burst gun at range, if you're playing on like Wasteland, for example, you're going to find it a lot easier to land your shots. MK3 reflector, you're going to see this on every single assault rifle throughout this video. It's the best optic, it's super clean, and you'll see that in the firing range as well. We're then actually rocking a Modern Warfare 2 attachment with the high velocity rounds. And if you compare this to the equivalent in MW3, which is a NATO high grain rounds, you get an extra 40 meters a second. Yes, your effective damage range does drop a little bit as it does punish it by -5%, but personally in multiplayer, you really don't need that, especially when your headshot damage is 6-6. I've also got the Tuke angled grip, which is one of the best underbarrels possible because it does eliminate recoil gun kick and also that horizontal recoil, which is one of the most frustrating things with an assault rifle because like this, you cannot control when using a controller. So horizontal recoil is what you always want to prioritize eliminating when building out your weapon. You also get movement speed buffs as well, but that is the FR556 in 6th position. But we're going to move on to our weapon that we have in 5th place, and I actually had a lot of fun using this, especially at the start of the game, because it's one of the first assault rifles that you gain access to, and that's the MTZ556. It's still a fantastic all-round assault rifle, pretty versatile, large mag size, so like if you're playing like war mode, for example, you're going to be able to hold lanes really well. It's got like a really solid rate of fire, 810 rounds per minute, 39 damage for a headshot, 36 to the upper and lower torso as well. The build that you're going to want, Shadow Strike Suppressor. Then you've got the MTZ Drifter Heavy Long Barrel, which is going to increase that effective damage range and bullet velocity because it does have quite a low bullet velocity, and it's also going to give you that horizontal recoil control. And like having it as like 0.8 in that region just makes it so it just doesn't wobble side to side at all. Makes it really, really easy to use. Got the MK3 Reflector, the 50-round drum, perfect for like war mode when people are just charging at you, and then the Bruin Heavy Support Grip. This is one of the best underbarrels in the game. Like -12% on horizontal recoil. And as I said, vertical recoil is not really a problem because to control that, and it's one of the reasons like you'll see a lot of people going, oh, they're using a Cronus, is because they'll take out the horizontal recoil and then vertical recoil. Every top player is just pretty much able to eliminate it just by holding just slightly down on the stick. But great build. It is in 5th place. It is the worst fully automatic assault rifle out of all the ones that you have available to you. But we're going to move on to 4th place, and this is probably going to be, and you can go let me know it down in the comments. A lot of people might disagree with me here, but in 4th place, I have our beloved ACR or the MCW in Modern Warfare 3, and I'll be honest, I just think there are better overall options, especially after one of the guns got buffed on day 1 of Modern Warfare 3. But the build that I've gone for, it's not going to keep you off radar, but you've got the Komodo Heavy, which eliminates horizontal recoil by 27%. If you have a gun that is wobbling like this, going side to side, stick a Komodo Heavy on it, -27%, it's going to take the recoil down to 0.7. This gun is an absolute laser beam. You then have the KR Midnight 13-inch barrel, which is bullet velocity and damage range, but just a little bit of a punishment to your recoil, but that's countered by the Komodo Heavy and also increases your ADS and movement speed as well. I've got the MK3 Reflector, the high velocity ammo. Honestly, this is probably going to go on most guns. Increase that bullet velocity to 941. Your gun feels like it's hit scan, especially on multiplayer maps, but you can sacrifice that for a larger mag if you really want to. And then you've got the RB Claw PSL Grip, once again going to give you extra recoil control. Main priority with the ACR is of course accuracy, but it is in 4th place. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that down in the comments. Before we get on to our next assault rifle, if you're looking for a brand new headset to dominate Modern Warfare 3 with, I couldn't recommend the Turtle Beach Stealth Pros enough. I've used Turtle Beach headsets since the original MW3 and they're honestly incredible. So go check out the link in the description below and grab yourself a pair. We'll also be giving some away on stream stream, so make sure to subscribe. Third place, we have a burst assault rifle. Now, I was very close to putting this in second place. I'd say it is better than the FAMAS. It's got like higher rate of fire. It's honestly super mobile. It's perfect for multiplayer. Like, look at the speed here. Like, if you're trying to snake on a head glitch and you're just trying to be really annoying, this is the gun to use. This was the first gun that I ran into someone with in multiplayer, and I was like, what in the world is that person using? They are destroying me. The build that you want, Shadow Strike Suppressor. You've then got the light barrel, which is going to give you obviously that increased movement speed, effective damage range, and bullet velocity. Punishes your hip fire, but it's a burst weapon. You shouldn't be hip firing with it. You've then got the XRK Edge BW4 hand stop, which is aim walking speed. It's what was allowing me to kind of strafe really easily. And if you put stalker boots on as well in your equipment, MK3 reflector, the optic, and then we've also got the extended T9P butt plate. Yeah, the butt plate, and that's recoil control, sprint to fire, and the extra recoil I found works really, really well. And then remember, as I said, if you stick stalker boots on as well, I don't know if it's going to show us in the gunsmith if we go into it, but when you are strafing with this, it is ridiculous. But yeah, I had a great time with that. It's in third place. It's not as good as our next two weapons, but yeah, give it a go. You're going to have a great time. Next, in second place, our silver medalists for the best assault rifles in Modern Warfare 3. We have the gun that I originally had in last place before the day one patch, where they have buffed it, and it is now a favorite of pretty much all the competitive players in Modern Warfare 3, because that hyperburst feature as well gives you a ridiculous fast time to kill. This also just doesn't move. Look at this. Like, it's got no recoil. It's a laser beam, and that hyperburst, which is just going to give you those really fast timed kills if you're like really quick with it, and especially if you do it. So big tip when you're using this, imagine if it's almost like a burst assault rifle, but you get that hyperburst feature where the first few rounds fire out faster and then it slows down a little bit. But the build that you want is a Shadow Strike Suppressor. You've then got the XRK Edge BW4 hand stop for the extra movement speed and ADS and handling. You've got the 45 round mag, so once again, perfect if you're playing war or any of the larger modes. MK3 reflector. There is an argument you can get rid of that and you could kind of stick on like high velocity rounds if you really wanted to, but I kind of like just having the optic. And then you've got the main V6 stock, which is gun kick and recoil control, which is one of the reasons it's such a laser beam, because there's not really much recoil to it. And then that horizontal and vertical recoil is pretty much non-existent there as well. But it's now time for our first place assault rifle, the best assault rifle in Modern Warfare 3. And it also just so happens to have already been banned from competitive play, and that is the Holger 5.56. The G36C, already banned, and I will not lie to you, I love this gun. It is ridiculous. It's just satisfying to use. There's not really much recoil. If I show you the damage profile real quick before we hop into anything else, 58 damage for a headshot. 58! Which then means you only need one headshot in there with a couple upper torso shots, right? And then it's a 3-bullet kill. They're gone. And it's that multiplier that really sets it apart in multiplayer. It's also got very little recoil. Like, you can see the stats as well. 0.83, 0.83 on horizontal and vertical, and 0.86 on that recoil gun kick with this build. You're going to stick the Kairos 6-match barrel on it, which is going to give you effective damage range and recoil control. A little bit of a drop in ADS speed, but that's fine. You're an assault rifle player. You should be kind of getting yourself set up into a position you don't want to really find yourself reacting too much. We've then got the XRK Edge BW4 hand stop for mobility and handling, punishment to hip fire. Like I said, when I'm using an assault rifle, if I'm hip firing, I've done something wrong. We've then got that 5.56 high velocity rounds, a little bit of a punishment to your damage range, but that bullet velocity goes all the way up to 914 meters a second. You've then got the Morn 20 grip, which is extra recoil control, bringing it down to 0.83, minus 10% across the board. And then the MK3 reflector to wrap it all up. But honestly, I love this. First gun that I've got gold in Modern Warfare 3 as well. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I hope you enjoyed the ranking of every Modern Warfare 3 assault rifle from worst to best. Bye!